Hey guys, Keith here, and welcome to beer review number 14. Today, we've got Stone Arrogant Bastard Ale. This is one that I already know. I got lucky, I got to try one of these earlier in the week, and this is going to be a real special treat. 7.2% alcohol, but I tell you, this thing hits me harder than some of these 8%ers. Well, not a whole lot to say on this one, aside from the fact that it is just probably through the roof on the IBUs. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's classified, as they say. So they don't want you to know the IBUs, so it's probably pretty dang high. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get this thing cracked open and get it in the glass. I love that cap. Hated by many, loved by few. I'm going to keep that one. Alright, here we go. Okay, a very dark, roasty, amber, dark, kind of a caramel color there. Let's get a nose on it before we fill it all the way up. The hops and the grapefruit and the citrus are just punching you in the nose. If you've never tried this Arrogant Bastard Ale, I don't have to pour the rest of this to tell you. Go get some. This stuff's crazy. If you want to try some high IBU beer, this is the way to go. This stuff is, man, it's just so aromatic on the nose. It's quite nice, quite nice. And it looks very nice in the glass. So there we go. Very dark, very kind of roasted, dark, just not quite ruby, but all the same, very nice in the glass. It's got a little ruby going on in there, but more of a reddish amber, very kind of a light, clear, but hazy. You know, you can see the light through it, but it's hazy, so it is distorting it a little bit, but very nice looking beer, for sure. Let's go ahead and take another nose on it now that it's full. Yeah, it's a very grapefruit, very sour, tart grapefruit. Explosion of hops, as if they've figured out a way to use concentrated hops in these things, which they probably have. I'm sure you've got your hop oils and your other stuff, so, you know, very nice. As always with Stone, you know, I say that every time, but, you know, they deserve it every time. You know, they've earned it. They've done a very good job. Very, as always, very proud of Stone Brewing yet again. So, let's go ahead and get a taste on this and see how it is. Very grapefruity, very tart citrus, 7.2% alcohol. Nothing on the nose and nothing on the taste as far as the alcohol is concerned, but I do know from experience earlier this week, this is a hard-hitting beer, even with just this one. So if you've already had a couple, you might want to wait on this one. So unless you've got a high tolerance, of course. My tolerance is not all that high, so, you know. That's how it is. Nice toasted malts. A ton, and I mean a ton, of hops. Very bitter, but in a good way. Nice tartness, nice crispness, sort of a dry finish. Very pleasant drinking beer right now. It's still pretty cold. I didn't let the last one that I drank warm up. I went ahead and got it drank, and it was still fairly cold when I was through, so. We will, of course, as always, let these warm up before we finish them and let you know how that goes. But so far, it's looking good. Hoppy, citrus, no alcohol on the nose, no alcohol on the taste yet. Really nice carbonation. Not a whole lot of head, but you can get it in the taste. You can feel the bubbles. Really a really good quality beer right here. And I guess if you've put out as many good beers as Stone, you can be an arrogant bastard too. So, definitely, they've definitely earned their right to brag here. You know, everything, just about everything I've ever had, if not everything I've ever had from them, has been above probably a 95, really. Definitely an A. I've not had anything from them yet that has been bad. A whole lot more I've still got to try from them, so I hope everything is up to par, because I will be trying it. Very nice. Good job, guys. Good job. Yep. Definitely tart. Definitely, might even be, and I've never had any of these sour beers before, a specific style, you know, tart beers, but I'd imagine this might be a decent transition in between the two. It's got the tart and the bitterness, but it retains that really good quality ale. Very good hoppy beer, as always, from Stone. So, you know, Arrogant Bastard, totally good so far. Let's let it warm up. Let's do some bowl hits or something. I think I've got a little bit of maybe some Blue Dream, a little Bubba in here. Might even have a little Perps left in here somewhere. So, can't see if we can't dig all that out and do some bowl hits and let this beer warm up and see how it becomes. In about, 20-30 minutes ought to do it. So, let's go ahead and knock out some bowls. Now this, I can already tell is going to be some Bubba. So, cheers. Yep, that's the Bubba Kush. It's got that classic, earthy, good, strong taste. But again, a very pleasant smoke. It's got a lot of good tastes in there while still being pretty smooth. So, you know, it's every day we have it, though, it's curing up. So, it'll be different in 3 days than it was today. So, we'll keep trying it every day. Yeah, this is one of the most pungent, dankest beers, too. Very floral on the nose, but it's a very dank floral. It's hoppy, yes, but you know, it's got a little bit of that hydro going on in there. That dank hops, and of course, hops does come from the family line that also has cannabis. So, you know, do a little research into the family of hops, and you will be quite surprised. It's no wonder these two herbs have always been just legends throughout history. They both are, you know, pretty much the same thing, except slightly different. One you brew into a beer, one you throw in the bowl or into a joint, or roll it up in a blunt if you like those, and bam. Just really good, really good. Let's fire up another bowl of that Bubba Kush. I imagine it stays pretty danky at Stone Brewery. Sure would love to go on a tour there. I might have to try to set that up. Boy, talk about a treat. Man, to sample some of the beers that I might not be able to get here in Colorado would sure be nice. But they're not too far away. I think they're just in California, so stayed away. Be worth the trip to take a tour of such a fine brewery. They brew such amazing stuff. I just love it. You know, it's not even warm yet, and already the tastes are starting to change. We're getting a real nice sweet a spicy malt going on in there. It's almost as if some malts and some hops have kind of joined their flavor. So you've got that peppery bite along with that sweet, sweet, just real nice malt. You know, really a truly outstanding beer here. Let's go ahead and check the ratings while we let it warm up. Let's see what everybody else thinks. Alright, Beer Advocate's going to say 93, which is outstanding to them. On the other hand, the owners of the site give it a 98. So they think it's a little better than that. They think it's world class. So I agree there for sure. Rate Beer gives it a 99 overall and a 99 in the style. Well, I think they've nailed that one. This one is definitely supreme. It's definitely worthy. It should go no lower than a 97, unless it's just been sitting on the shelf for months upon months upon months. But you know, they got the date right here. It's not as bright as it could be, but it is there and you can see it. You might have to wipe the condensation off, but it says enjoy by January 12th, 2015. So we're way ahead of that, so we're good. We are good to go. And it is a very tasty, very good beer. Very impressed. So alright, that's enough of that. Let's let it warm up, and I'll just be back with you here in a few, and we'll see how it becomes. Alright guys, we're back. It's been about 30 minutes now, so let's go ahead and get a nose on it. Really sweet, a little grapey, a little bit of that grapefruit still going on in there. A little tart on the nose. All the stuff is kind of mellowed out now, but it's still there, and some new smells have shown up. So very, very nice, very nice. Yeah, it's just a real sweet, fruity, citrusy. It's not too bad, not too bad. Still smells pretty good. So let's go ahead and get a taste on it and see how it is. Yeah, and again, it's still, as always with Stone, it's just about as good much later as it was freshly poured from the bottle. Still got all the complex flavors going on in there. The sourness, the sweetness, the hoppiness, just the bitterness of the IBUs. That's got to be over 110 IBUs. That's a lot. That's very bitter. But again, it's bitter in a good way. So, very, very pleased with another one of Stone's just excellent beers. Let's go ahead and get this finished off. Yeah, a little boozy. A little bit there in the very end, a little bite. A little bit of warming going on there. And you know, at 7.2%, again, it's not the highest alcohol beer I've ever drank, but for some reason it has such a much harder hit than some of these other beers. So, you know, it's maybe it's all that hops going on in there. Maybe it's got another effect. So very pleased here with this Stone Arrogant Bastard Ale. As far as a rating, I'm going to give this one a 9.7. So definitely an above average, obviously. A+, very good beer. I think this will do it for this one, so be sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and share, and all that good stuff. So I'll catch you on the next one.